a slightly different video. So I think in this one, I had a lot of examples of filling around with it. Here's where I've added certain commentary, let's say, and also some effects. Now, what we're saying here is that we can add these effects too, and the effects are on this effects panel. So I'm just going to close this sounds toolbar, but I can always come back to it. You know, it's under View, Classic Toolbar, Sound. But on the effects panel, you've got things like add a zoom magnifier, and then the titles are at the front and end. Those are the ones we'll take a look at. Have a look at this.
Program. Fresh, clean.
Oh no. Sorry, the effects is a different one. We'll come to those in a second. The annotations is what I meant to say here. As you can see, I put on an annotation like this. I mean, explaining the obvious, I'm sure, but I've done an annotation. You can see in the timeline, I've used this circle, and I've also put a text annotation on besides. And I've done the same here again.
Water. Don't brew with hard water.
With the filter. Now, you can probably see there that there's also a fade effect. So it's fading out.
Water.
Whereas the first one didn't fade out.
Clean, soft water.
Oh, it did. Sorry. Well, the point is that when you put an effect on, you would just be dragging, for example, if you wanted to show something behind here, you're showing that, and then you have the option to tell it about transitions and durations and so on like this. So here we're saying how long it displays for. So I mean, that will be a pretty short one. We might say 5 seconds. And transitions, if we wanted to fade in, we might say a second or whatever. But that's the point, really. So let's see how that goes. There's nothing there, of course. But
fresh, clean, soft water. Don't brew with hard water.
So you can see that fade in and out, and that's all we were doing with these other ones. And here where he's talked about, I'll just delete this one again because it didn't make a lot of sense there. Yes. But he's just talked about hard water, and we might put in, for example, an icon like the question mark.
Soft water. Don't brew with hard water.
What do we mean by hard water in this context?
And as you can see, that was something that occurred to me later, and I inserted a sound clip to go with this question mark to sort of pose a question in the video.
What do we mean by?
If you do use the program, you will see that one of the options is to pause. I wouldn't recommend doing that because that depends on their own technology. And they do offer their own place to host things, the videos, but it won't work for you if it's in Stream or YouTube. So I just set the duration of how long it is for, and that'll work. That effectively covers what I was going to show you there with the annotations. So if I close this one,